Prayer literally can move mountains. I have prayed for some pretty crazy things, and God has come through time and time again, not every single time exactly how I would plan, because God alone is sovereign and I trust Him. But boy, as I have prayed some pretty audacious prayers, some very specific prayers, God has answered seemingly impossible situations. And so if you're in one of those moments right now where your impossible situation is your husband is sinning against you, he's looking at pornography, and you've tried and tried to get him to stop and it's not happening, and you might need to set some boundaries, don't get me wrong, but really God is the only one that can change your husband's heart and move him to do the courageous work necessary to overcome such a strong addiction like pornography or alcohol or drugs. So if that's your situation, let me just encourage you. Prayer can literally move your mountain. Luke 11, Jesus says, "Truly I tell you, if any one of you says to this mountain, 'Go throw yourself into the sea,' and does not doubt, but believes what they say will happen, it will be done for them." Wow. So this mountain in your life, whether it's your husband and something he's doing that's very like a destructive habit like pornography or alcohol or drugs or gambling or whatever, if that's your mountain, pray and do not give up. I have this way of looking at it, and you might have heard me say this before. When I'm praying something that I know is in line with God's will, and for instance, praying that your husband would get past an alcohol addiction or pornography addiction, we know that's in line with God's will, and we know that God can change a person's heart. So when I know I'm praying in line with God's will, the way I like to look at it is it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. So start praying ferociously, fervently, relentlessly. Do not give up. Luke 18 is a great parable to read about the persistent widow who did not give up. And Jesus says He told us this parable so we would pray and not give up. So keep praying. And if you'd like some guidance on some specific ways that you can pray for your husband, we have a resource for you, a free resource at squadronofsisters.com. Just click on the free resources tab and you'll see a PDF that you can print out, suggested Bible verses to pray for your husband. I love to pray specific Bible verses for my husband because then I know that I'm praying in line with God's will. So we have a lot of suggested Bible verses where you can kind of insert your husband's name and then pray these Bible verses for him. Will God answer the very first day? Maybe. Will God answer 6 months later? Maybe. But God is moving as soon as you pray. Just keep on praying until you see that thing come about. I've seen God do amazing things. He's changed my husband's heart in many regards. I've seen God heal broken computers, heal broken vehicles. I've seen God heal someone who had was in a coma with a huge problem where they had fallen and hit their head on cement, fallen off a cement staircase and landed on their head in the cement staircase. I mean, the doctor's saying they were never going to wake out of their vegetative state, and after a bunch of us prayed relentlessly, this person is now completely normal. And I mean, God can do impossible things, impossible things. Our job is to pray.